Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Welcome in. I'm Joe Brennan alongside Sammy Henneke, and today we're going to see Saints take on Atlee. This should be an exciting game. Saints are 12-0 on the season and facing an Atlee team that is 10-0.
Yeah, it's the two top-ranked teams in the state, so really going to be a fun game to watch tonight.
Saints already had a game that was against the top team in the state when they played St. Stephen St. Agnes, and they were able to take them down 11-8 2 weeks ago. And recently they had one of their most difficult games of the season playing Stab, where they came out victorious in double overtime with a golden goal by Luke Valentine.
Yeah, one thing to note about that game, Davis Gillenwater was hurt and was unable to play, so I'm sure the outcome would have been much different for the Saints if he had been able to play, but he's also not playing in today's match either. So we'll see if the Saints struggle to score some
number
goals
one, Walker Wallace.
in the lineup.
And a goal for the Raiders, number 12, Jackson Batinger.
We apologize if the speakers are a little loud. They have us all the way up on top of the press box near the speakers.
Let's play some lacrosse.
So this should be interesting. So to start, we're going to see Jeffrey Moore at the face-off. It looks like that's going to be Hartley Jordan on the side and Spalding Hall on the wing playing LSM. Moore gets a nice clamp. He's able to flick up the ball and get it. Advances it to Jordan. Ball's passed around to Valentine, who then brings it out in front of his offense. And they'll decide to slow things down. Sammy, this offense for the Saints this year has been nothing short of dominant.
Yeah, definitely. Very methodical. They have a lot of playmakers on the team and a lot of depth, so they can really trust any guy to take a drive to the goal and score. It's really impressive.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are committed or even looking to get committed in the near future. There's Hartley Jordan going to VMI, Davis going to Mercer. You have Luke Valentine and Jack Westfall committed to Swanee. Walker Wallace in the cage going to Cornell next year. And Porter Lewis going to West Point. That's a nice shot by Luke Valentine. He tacks on his first for the day. 1 minute into the game.
Yeah, not even 59 seconds in. Saints already get their first goal.
Saints goal number 2, Luke Valentine.
Really good way to start off the match, definitely.
Right on cue, while we were talking about that explosive offense, Luke Valentine is able to punch one in right out of the gate.
And a key for both teams is to continue winning or try to win these face-offs here. One of the most important parts of the game, to gain possession early so you don't have to find it back.
Now this time on the wing, you're going to see number 39, Brooks Council. Council has had a very dominant role in this team this year as a sophomore as Atlee wins the face-off. A lot of these guys are subbing in on offense and defense, playing their main position, but Council's been a guy playing both ways, which has been very fun to watch. Atlee's going to bring it around to X. A nice check, doubled by the defenders. That looks like it's Hodgson going to try and pick it up, but he gets lifted on his backhand, and Atlee cannot get a hold of it.
Alex Baber there with a fantastic check to get the ball away.
There's Spalding Hall advancing it past midfield, looks to throw it up to an attackman, finds Porter Lewis, will then decide to slow things down as they make substitutions.
Spalding Hall, a really impressive player as well. Just a sophomore for this team, but already has taken over the starting LSM job. And really good on those face-offs to get ground balls, and as you saw there, get the ball upfield.
Saints will take it underneath to X. Looks like Williamson, who'll then throw it around to Lewis. Saints staying very far out, not looking to attack right now. And as I say that, Council drives, Alley. Bulldozes a man, takes another with him. Up top, Tazwell looks to rip. He does, and it's in! Will Tazwell with the side arm.
Tazwell with the sidearm, as you said, hitting the bottom right corner.
Nothing
Nothing the goalie can do about
Tazwell.
that.
Saints go up 2. Little over 2 minutes in. For those that are wondering, Max Preps has St. Christopher's ranked as the number 7 team in the nation. And I believe this Atlee team is 54. So these are 2 of the most dominant teams in the nation. And St. Chris is really making a name for themselves. After 2 years of having high expectations and failing to live up to those expectations, they're really trying to earn their reputation back and try and get to that state title. More on the face-off once again. They're going to call a penalty on him, and Atlee will take possession.
Only the second time so far in today's game Atlee has had possession of the ball.
Face-off man Jeffrey Moore has had a very good season so far, but has been known to be streaky at times. He'll either win 6 straight or lose a couple in a row. But he typically tends to pick it up towards the end of the game and helps the Saints a lot down the stretch. There's Hayes with a nice chunk, but gets beat. Atlee in, saved by Wallace. Ball's flicked around. Hodgson trying to make a move, can't get it. Ball slipped up to Matt Hayes, trying to advance it. They've got numbers. Lewis inside. Tried to find his man, but he couldn't get it there. Now he'll back things out and let the Saints make their substitutions.
Lewis taking his time here. In no rush, already up 2-0.
Looking underneath, getting it to Valentine at X. He'll get a screen from Lewis as he comes around. Looks for Jordan, but he'll skip it all the way to Westfall. Looks to drive Atlee. Can't get it. Nice chunk. Horsley up top. Dodges. Left hand, doesn't like what he sees. Curls back right. He's got a lane. He rips. It's deflected. Atlee gets possession. Nice check there by Valentine. Atlee's able to maintain possession. Mason Walzak making a move. Left-handed. Tries to put it in, but it's saved by Walker Wallace. Fantastic way to use his body there to deflect that ball. Jordan is running down the middle of the field, looking for something. Gets hit on the top of the head, no call. And the ball will roll out of bounds after that shot. Saints will retain possession.
Jordan really showing off his legs there, running all the way down the field by himself. Shows why he's a running back in football.
One thing that might be different today that I just realized is there does not seem to be a shot clock here today.
Oh, interesting.
The Saints are accustomed to an 80-second shot clock that we have in our own league, 20 seconds to cross the field, and then 60 seconds in order to shoot on cage. Westfall with a shot, too high. Saints will maintain possession. Valentine with a curl. Saved. Rebound goes to Tazewell up top.
Valentine is really dangerous from the X position. Coach Burke always likes him put him back there, and he really excels.
Very shifty. Likes to use his feet. As there's Williamson inside. Rips, and Gil Williamson puts it in. Gil Williamson starting in the place of Davis Gillenwater, making a name for himself today.
And only 5 minutes in, Saints are already up 3-0 on Atlee.
Saints goal is number 6, Gil Williams.
There will be a timeout now, and we will be back with you in a moment.
Welcome back. Just over 5 minutes into the game, and Saints have already taken a 3-0 lead. Jeffrey Moore with the face-off. He's 1-2 for today. They spin as they both try and get a good clamp. Jeffrey Moore comes up with it. And he advances it immediately up to his buddy, Porter Lewis. Will slow things down as they make their substitutions. They'll bring Wallace and Tazwell on. Wallace has been a surprise to a lot of players this year, a lot of fans too. A guy that wasn't really seen to have a dominant role, but he's definitely stepped up the past few games. I've been impressed with him.
Atlee needs to be playing a little bit more aggressive. They are there on Luke Valentine, but if they want to get the ball and get possession, they're going to have to try to take the ball away more.
Tazwell with a rollback shot there, a little too high. Lewis will get it from X. He gets doubled. Trying to evade the defenders, tries to put it in. Looks like they're going to call that in the crease.
Crease violation.
Atlee swings it up but loses the ball. Is that Spalding Hall? Yes, it is. Trying to scoop that up. Defenders all around. Alex Baber picks it up. Fakes out a man.
Wow. Impressive moves there by Baber.
Wallace once again swinging it around. Williamson underneath. And Valentine will get their offense set up. Horsley up top. They keep circling it. They're looking for something. From X, Valentine, scoop shot. Deflected. They'll get that rebound, though. Horsley's out front. This offense is really taking their time, only taking good shots. It's been helpful today. Definitely trying to hold on to that ball as long as they can, especially with this early lead. A nice skip pass there. Horsley looks to drive, roll back, double roll back. Still doesn't like what he sees.
Horsley not the most agile player, but has a really strong shot and is able to back down his man a lot of the times and force his way to get closer to the goal and then just turn around and shoot it.
There he is, puts it in, the nice bounce shot. Saints go up 4-0.
Jack Horsley continues to strong play.
Saints goal number 14, Jack Horsley.
Saints go up 4-0.
Moore on the face-off once again. Gets a nice bounce. But there's number 28, Andrew Cook, able to scoop it up. Cook's got Hodgson on his hands, not giving him any room to breathe. Saints really like to press out on defense. That way they don't have any easy passes coming. Like to stay on their hands, good lifts, good pokes. And that way if they get beat, Saints can slide early and make adjustments on the fly. That way they're not scrambling. Jason Fedek up top. Swings it around underneath. There's number 99, whose name is not on the roster. And they will call another timeout while they get double teamed.
Timeout, Atlee.
So, Sammy, what's been your biggest takeaway so far?
So far, it's just been the Jeff Moore really winning those faceoffs almost every time and starting off each goal with a possession. Really, really good for them, and have only had to play defense just a few times.
Yeah, this defense has not really been able to show their skills, but they have been excellent all season.
Yeah, they have.
They've struggled at times, but they've, for the most part, played well. In only 2 or 3 games, they've allowed a goal in the first quarter. really making the most of the time they have to show to play defense.
Yeah, and something else to note, they're also very, very impressive on man down when they're down a man and have to play zone. They seem to be getting the ball back a lot of times, which usually doesn't happen. Something to watch for if they ever get a flag.
And typically a young core of guys. You have Baber, a sophomore, Hodgson and McCoy, 2 juniors, Spalding Hall at LSM, sophomore, and then you have guys on the bench such as Edward Pasco, Harwell Harrison, another sophomore and a junior.
Yeah, so only actually one senior playing long pole this year. Brady Matson gets a lot of playing time, but this Saints team is really going to be set up for the next couple of years with this group of guys.
The one thing I've been really impressed by is the St. Christopher's Defensive Lacrosse Instagram page.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It has some great content. I believe it's ran by Cole McCoy and George Hodgson. I could be wrong, though. Anyway, we're going to see Will Hayes on the perimeter trying to lock up his man. Nice chunk there, trying to force him underneath. Roll back. Hodgson with the coma slide. Rip. Saved by Wallace. Rebound. That's McCoy running up. Looks for his man. Finds Baber streaking down the field. And Lewis will gain possession. Cook tried to get a nice wraparound check there, but couldn't get it.
In less than a minute after the timeout, Atlee lost the ball again, and it goes back to St. Chris. Something you really don't want to see down 4-0 in the first quarter.
It's good for us, though, which I like. Hartley Jordan on the left sideline looking to get set up in their out-of-bounds play, which sometimes they like to run just on a regular offensive set. Lewis comes to set a screen. He'll pop out, pick and fade. Tries to lose his defender, but he stays on his hands. Drives left. Nothing there. Roll back to find Jordan, who looks to go alley. Rip. And it's in! Tack on another one for the Saints. Hartley Jordan with a dagger.
Saints team sharing the wealth so far. Not a single player has scored twice, and 5 goals in. Really strong showing for the Saints here in the first quarter.
As we mentioned earlier, Hartley Jordan, running back for the Saints football team, commit to VMI to play lacrosse. Great athlete and a captain for this team. So on the face-off, once again, Jeffrey Moore. I believe he's 3-3 today. I could be wrong. Both with a solid clamp. Moore tries to come up with it, but gets an unlucky bounce. Atlee cannot gain possession. There's a mad scramble for it. Everyone's looking around. Looks like Baber's going to come with it. That's McCoy, actually. There's Hodgson streaking upfield. Wallace can't find him, though. There's Baber on the far sideline. Hits his man. That looks to be Council, who streaks all the way down middle of the field. Hodgson looking for a goal. He'll run off. Hodgson's one of those guys that's the defender, and as soon as he gets in transition, he looks to shoot. I like it.
It's always good to get the team excited when a D-pole scores a goal.
There's been a few.
There has been a few.
One
this
game
year.
they had 2. Brooks Council drives inside. Nothing there after he's doubled. Swings it out to Wallace. Underneath. Horsley beats his man. Makes him fall. Ooh, Brooks Council slips, but is able to get the ball off. But it's poked loose.
Horsley loses the ball. Gonna have to sprint back.
Christian Rollins runs down the field, able to find his man.
Looks to be staying on the field as well. Actually coming off now.
.24 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Saints up 5-0. Trying to hold on to that strong lead. A nice poke check there by Brady Matson, the senior long pole. Ball's loose. There's Will Hayes, comes up with it. Long throw downfield. Oh, Williamson had it. If he had kept on to that, if he had held on to that ball, it would have been a one-on-one with the goalie. So after one quarter play, Saints up 5-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the second quarter of play. I'm Joe Brennan alongside Sammy Henneke, and we're going to see the Saints try and continue this dominant streaking of playing. Saints have started with their foot on the gas pedal and have not let up today. With 5 different goals from 5 different players. Jeffrey Moore looks to continue his dominant streak today, but loses the ball at the last second. 2 men fall. They're going to play on. And Atlee will obtain possession. Long throw there to the middle of the field. He'll be met by LSM. Excuse me, no, looks like Cole McCoy. He'll try and advance the ball to Luke Valentine, but he'll lose the ball. And it'll roll out of bounds. Atlee gains possession once again.
Atlee really struggling with ground balls today. Not really what you want to see. Something that the coach is definitely going to talk to them about at halftime.
Saints really like to work on those backhand lifts whenever someone's going in for a ground ball, and it's shown up today. Nice hit there by Will Hayes, but it's, great slide by Hodgson. Wallace out of the cage. He's had trouble with this before. Baber with a nice pump fake, tries to toss it away. Hodgson wrecked as he throws it. There's Valentine able to scoop it up. Valentine driving inside. Swings it. Williamson puts it in. Gil Williamson, his second on the day.
Valentine saw the defender slide to him and knew Gilliamson was going to be right there to take it. Gilliamson gets it over the goalie and just easy shot right into the goal.
Fantastic look there by Valentine. Beat his man one-on-one with the goalie. Slide came, dumped it off to Williamson, and he was able to dunk it right in.
Something to note, in the last game Saints played versus Stab, the game they won in double overtime, they were up 5-1 at the end of the first quarter, so had a really dominant quarter to begin with, but really lost focus there towards the end of the game and let Stab come back. So we'll see if they can avoid doing that here against Atlee.
That was a great scoop there by Hartley Jordan, able to get the Saints offense going. There's Porter Lewis, loses the ball. Hartley Jordan tries to save it. That'll be over and back. One thing on that last possession that kind of scared me is when Wallace comes that far out of the cage.
Yeah, he's really brave about that. But as we saw in the Stab game, he went out, lost the ball, and it was an easy goal.
There were 2 or 3 where he went a little too far outside the cage, and they were able to just beat him and dunk it right in. Baber and Hodgson try and double. They lose it. Great check there. Oh, they're going to throw 8 different flags. Simultaneously.
Defender for St. Chris must have hit the helmet of another player while trying to check down on that stick.
I believe it was Will Hayes.
Will Hayes definitely can get a bit aggressive.
He had a word with the
At
referee
times.
as he was walking away.
Penalties
But-
on St. Kitts for Christopher.
Probably
1
just
minute for
apologizing.
slashing.
It's going to be 1 minute for slashing. Saints go man down. We'll see what they can do here.
Jack Edmonds will check on. We apologize if we seem confused. We're really far away. Atlee underneath. Swings it around. Up top, wide open, rip. Saved by Wallace.
Wallace with a very impressive save.
Great check there. Wallace gets possession. Hodgson with it. Tries to go through Wallace. Great ride here from Atlee. Wallace in a little bit of trouble. Trying to fend off his man. Takes it all the way past half field. Flips it up to Jordan.
Some great moves there. Wallace showing why he can be able to do that, but still not the smartest move all the time, although it can work out.
Just scary.
Yeah.
Tazwell's going to look to drive Alley. He rolls back, doesn't like what he sees after that double. Williamson calling for it inside, but he throws it to Jordan. Ball's deflected. Valentine lost sight of it. Atlee goalie was able to get underneath and get possession of that ball. Great toss there. McCoy went for the steal, couldn't get it. There's Cook, loses it.
Great move there by Cole McCoy. Was running a little behind, but managed to get up and get that check immediately, get the ball out of the stick.
Brooks Council running up. He's got a couple men, but he decides to take it himself.
Get to the cross field, makes a move. Running right towards the goal.
He's going to take
shot.
it.
Oh.
Tried to take it himself, coast to coast, but he couldn't get it. Gil Williamson underneath from X. He'll throw it right back up top to Westfall as they make their substitutions. Westfall beats his man after one step, rips, and it's in!
Wow.
Another one for the Saints. Jack Westfall puts it in.
Jack Westfall was winding that up for what seemed like 5 seconds and just ripped it right into the goal.
Saints goal number 27, Jack Westfall.
Jeff Moore on the faceoff once again.
Saints up 7-0 in 17 minutes of play. Atlee's wings are really doing a good job on these faceoffs. I've been impressed. It's really the only thing that's been going right for them so far. As they lose the ball, they're going to call a trip there, it looks like. A push, actually. It's nice to have a game this late.
Yeah, it is.
We don't see a lot of them.
Yeah, without lights on the
Yeah.
field, it's kind of difficult to do so. So luckily we can go to a public school where they actually have lights on
The
the
lights
field.
are nice.
The lights are very nice, soothing. Oh, Wallace was a little bit out of the goal there. Luckily the shot was off target. The Atlee ball.
Underneath is Andrew Miller. Looks for a man. Can't find it. Miller throws it right to Wallace.
Tremendous lift there by Cole McCoy.
McCoy's played spectacular today.
Yeah, he has. Really quick player. Played LSM for a good bit before Spalding Hall took that over, so he's really used to getting up and down the field, and it shows in his game.
A nice move there. Hard check on Valentine. They're going to let that one slide. And Williamson will take it up top.
Horsley loses the ball off a bad pass from Williamson, but Hartley Jordan able to run in and get
Jordan
possession.
driving down the alley. Makes a man slide to him. Looks for some help. He had Wallace up top. Now they're going to get it to Horsley. He's going to look to drive alley. He's got Williamson open. Can't find him. Valentine with a rollback. Looks up. Shot. No good. That was Hartley Jordan. Couldn't stick it in. Williamson will take it again from X.
6 minutes left in the half. Saints up 7-0.
Nice split dodge. Finds a cutter in Horsley. Looks left-hand shot. Stick side high. Couldn't get it, and Horsley's down.
Flag thrown here. Possibly some... Not sure what happened there. Jack Horsley limping off the field. Must have been pushed. Looks like it'll be Saints ball going man up. Horsley clearly shaken up after that. Jordan going to start off with the ball. One thing really important in man up is to have a lot of cutters running in, confusing the defense. And that's something the Saints do very well. Almost always have a guy moving in and out of the crease. Oh, Valentine catch the ball there, able to get it, or excuse me, Porter Lewis able to get a shot off, but unsuccessful.
Saints swinging around up top. Council can't get a hold of it. And a ground ball there from Hartley Jordan after a hockey stick throw. And he puts it in!
Right through the legs of the goalie. Hartley Jordan sticks it. Going up 8-0. Takes advantage of the man
Saints
out.
goal number 37, Hartley Jordan.
And this can't be what this Atlee team was expecting going into this game. Two of the top-ranked teams in the state, as we said earlier. But really not the best showing here for this Raiders team.
St. Chris is showing why they are potentially one of the best teams in the nation.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see if they can continue this on through the playoffs and into states. Be very impressive for the Saints team to, if they could win states. It would be the first time in a long time.
I have an interesting question for you, Sammy. What do you think is the weak link of this team?
You know, I honestly don't think there's a weak link to this team. The only thing I've noticed that they're not the best on is getting the people on the sides during the face-off. They don't always get the ground ball when they need to, but other than that, this team is just about perfect.
The only thing that concerns me for this team is their depth, but that's mainly because we haven't seen a lot of it.
Yeah, that's true.
We've only seen their depth in games such as Benedictine, where it was 20-0 when you see them going in at the end of the game. But we've never actually seen them play elite talent. But with seeing guys like Williamson step in after injuries and scoring 2 goals on the day, shows that depth might not be an issue here.
Yeah, depth will definitely play a more important role come playoff time. So it'll be, as you said, interesting to watch. And a very good move there.
Great check by Matson, able to poke it free. Alex Baber able to get it on the run and advance it all the way down the field. Timeout taken by the Saints.
Timeout, St. Chris.
And with that, we'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back. Saints with the ball up 8. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Brooks Council with it up top. He's looking to size up his man, number 9, Benjamin Ford. Gives him a move. Goes right. Rips it. Just outside. Valentine behind. Will hold on to the ball for the Saints. Dodges from X. Nice check there, but able to hold on to it. One more with Council, driving down the alley. Looks to shoot, but doesn't like it at the last second. Pass it off to Lewis. Tries to scoop it in, but can't get the angle.
Williamson with a good run there to save the possession. Gonna take the ball here. Run it from X.
A nice spin dodge there. Throws it up top. Wide open. Rip. Saved by the goalie. Throws it into traffic. Ball. Loose. Shot.
Oh.
They're going to throw a flag. Darn. I was excited.
Yeah, Valentine had a excellent opportunity there, but play is called dead. And that'll be man down for the Saints here. We'll see if Atlee can do anything before the half is over. 2:46 left. Saints still pitching the shutout.
Saints penalty 1 minute for slashing.
Another slashing penalty called on the Saints. And here's that man down off defense you were talking about early, Sammy.
Yeah, they managed to keep him from a goal the first time. Let's see if they can do it again.
Saints sideline making some noise. Atlee trying to get it set up in their play, making the Saints move. Up top, shot. It's in.
And we jinxed it. Atlee able to get a goal on the man up.
Raider goal, 0, Mason Walzak.
Mason Rolzak there.
Yeah. Wide open. Very well played. Very well played from Atlee. They did a great job shifting around, making the defense move, swinging it really quick, keeping that ball hot. And Walzak was just able to get it up top wide open and shoot it before any slides could get there. So the Raiders are on the board for the first time today. That should be a violation. Saints will take possession. Moore and Hall will jog off the field. And the Saints might look to hold on to it for one last shot.
As you said earlier, no shot clock here, so in no rush at all. And probably gonna, as you said, waste the last 2 minutes. Take 1 or 2 good shots. Always try to get possession.
I mean, if you do that, worst case scenario, you go into halftime up 7.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a bad plan.
Oh.
Shot there, hit the pipe.
Hartley Jordan.
Lewis trying to track it down. Mad scramble for the ball.
Luke
Still
able to get it
loose.
free and picks it up.
Timeout taken by the Saints.
We will be right back with you. Minute 37
Timeout,
left in
Chris.
the half.
Welcome back. Saints up 7. Minute 30 remaining in the first half of play. Under the lights. It's been a great game so far, Sammy.
Yeah, sure has, especially if you're a Saints fan.
Raiders fans still seem to be optimistic here, though. Rip.
Oh.
It's in! Another goal for the Saints.
Jack Westfall, second goal of the day. Westfall, a really important guy on this team, I'd say. Doesn't score too many goals, although he has 2 today, but really more of a facilitator.
Saints goal number 27.
Something you won't really notice him as he, as I said, won't be scoring too many goals, but he really racks up those assists. Spalding Hall and Brooks Council here at the sides. Jeff Moore in the middle.
Jeff Moore with a nice whack.
Oh,
And tries to deck a man. Thinking it's back to lacrosse football season. Channeling his inner linebacker. It's a pretty good linebacker.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very impressive this season. Under a minute here in the half.
Atlee trying to cover up some ground. Making a move from X. Here comes the coma slide. Great work there from McCoy. Hayes able to chunk it underneath.
Good
Ball.
check there by Baber. Gets the ball upfield. Hodgson and Baber going across.
They got
Hodgson
numbers.
wants a goal. Getting in the middle.
Said earlier, Hodgson wants to score.
Yeah, both Hodgson and Baber just try to stay up there, but eventually understand that they got to get back.
15 seconds remaining. Here comes Brooks Council. Down the alley. Swings it up. There's Wallace. Throws it underneath. Westfall can't get a hold of it. And that'll burn out the first half. So after a great first half of play, the Saints are up 9-1. We'll be back for the second half.
St. Chris 9,
To see the
Atlee
Saints
1.
try and hold on to this lead. Had technical difficulties, but we're back in the second half of play. Atlee with the ball underneath, looking for a goal. Saved by Wallace. Looks like they're going to call in the crease. Won't have much in effect. Wallace throws it downfield. Finds his man. Looks to be Hayes. Hayes tosses it up to Hodgson. Downfield once again. Hodgson gets checked, loses the ball. It's a mad scramble forward, and Atlee comes up with it.
Good start here for Atlee.
Shields looking to make a move. Goes through every defender, weaving his way. Ball is dropped. Hall comes up with it, but loses it quickly, trying to save him going out of bounds. Tazewell can't do it. Atlee will retain possession.
We'll see if Atlee can do anything here to put them within 7.
Atlee underneath, slowing things down, trying to get their offense set. They haven't really had any success today except for that one goal. A lot of turnovers, a lot of miscues, and the Saints have capitalized on it, making the most of their opportunities. Great steal there by Hodgson. Intercepted. Wallace has got a man downfield. He doesn't like it. He's going to walk it up. It's getting risky again. Fakes is out of man. Brings it up. Throws it right back. It's Hodgson bringing it all the way down.
Saints not able to get the ball across the midfield in 20 seconds. So it'll be Atlee ball here.
So they do have a shot clock.
I believe they have a shot clock just for those 20 seconds. That's when the referee will count it off by himself. But in terms of an overall shot clock, I don't believe they have one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Atlee gonna pass the ball around here. Gonna have to be a little bit more aggressive. Good drive here. And a shot saved by Walker Wallace. Hodgson gets it up to Will Hayes.
Atlee up top, bringing it.
Hayes takes a shot from pretty far out, saved easily by the goalie. Atlee tries to get it up quickly, and ball still on the ground. Good ground ball there by Hodgson. Gets it right back to Wallace. And something really impressive by the Saints so far. Have won almost every single ground ball I've witnessed today. Really don't make many mistakes on that end.
Valentine brings it up, and they're going to slow it down, get their offensive set on. Saints like to get a specific personnel on each time, try and make the most of who they have on the field.
Westfall going to take the drive here. Gets it to his right.
Swings it around. Lewis underneath. Trying to get it. He eyes it. Can't get it.
Hits right off the crossbar. Brooks Council with a hard check.
Saints getting aggressive here.
Yeah, just a bit.
Brooks Council got two flags thrown on them, both by the same referee. I have not seen that before. Looked like he hit him with a cross check and then a slash.
So that'll be extra time added for Atlee, as we saw last time the Saints were man down, let up a goal. We'll see what happens here, see what the call is. Still arguing about it with the coach. Ref makes his decision. We'll see what he had to say.
It's like 2 penalties on St. Chris.
swinging it around. They were.
The Phillies won the Saints.
So the Saints will be down for 2 minutes because of both of Brooks Council's penalties.
And I'm not sure if it gets reset once a goal happens. We'll see if Atlee can get a goal and figure that out. Good pass there, right over the top.
And he ripped it.
Yeah, right past
Raider
Walker
goal.
Walsh.
Clear the landing strip. He just took off.
By Andrew Cook.
Number 3, Drew Miller. Assisted by Andrew Cook there. Gets the second goal for Atlee. Now down 9-2. 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Looks like it'll go back to even play here. So both penalties by Council negated by the goal. Looks to be some issue here between the ref and the Atlee coach.
If I'm correct, I believe that one of the penalties, I think it's a cross releasable.
After scoring the goal.
Christian Rollins had it, lost it. It'll go out of bounds. Saints will gain possession.
Hartley Jordan with some nice hustle there, not giving up on the play.
Jordan's going to bring it underneath. Try and find an attackman, but they're all locked up. Lewis with a nice V-cut. Swinging around, definitely trying to slow things up. Trying to get a good offensive look, a nice shot. There's definitely no rush here, up 7. 18 minutes of lacrosse left. Tazwell looks for something. Can't find it. Swings around. Jordan drives left alley. Rolling back. Wide open shot. Dumps it in. Lewis puts it in!
Lewis faked out the goalie there. Just went right around him.
Get the rye bread and the mustard. It's salami time.
And Saints go up double digits here in the third quarter at Atlee.
St. Chris goal number 4, Porter Lewis.
And though it might have looked it there, Lewis did not step in the crease. So it'll be a goal for the Saints. Lights really beaming down on the field. Great atmosphere here at Atlee. Jeff Moore gets the ground ball. Good face-off win. Set it up here.
Lewis bringing it underneath. Swings it back up top to Council. Saints have played excellent today. I've really been impressed. This was looking like it was going to be a tough game. Saints have really executed, run their offensive sets well, played solid defense.
Yeah, the Saints have shown again and again why they deserve to be a state champion this year. We'll see if they can execute that. Williamson with a nice swim dodge, but loses it at the last second. Atlee ball.
Saints have yet to give up a goal with 6 men on the field on the defensive side. Great double check there.
Luke Valentine gets right into the Atlee man, knocks him straight out of bounds. Saints ball, Will Tazwell.
Council's got some green in front of him. He'll decide to slow it up. Brings it right back out to Tazwell. Saints have done a great job of driving and dumping it right off to the open man on the crease. Not taking any bad shots. Run their play from the far sideline. Lewis comes to set a screen. He'll fade out. He eyes it. Can't get it.
You saw Valentine there winding up the shot before he even had eyes on the goal. Something funny to see there.
He's confident.
Yeah.
Williamson underneath. Council will take it up top.
That'll be whistle blown there.
Cameraman got a little too close.
Gonna have to move out of the way.
Yeah.
Could really get hit by a shot there. Not too sure what he was doing. Pretty expensive camera, I'm sure. Don't want to get hit by a 95 miles per hour lacrosse ball.
95 miles per hour.
Hey, man.
That's a fast lacrosse ball.
Some of these, there's plenty of St. Chris guys that can shoot 95 miles an hour. I'm sure of it.
Matt Hayes.
Matt Hayes is definitely one of them, for sure.
Great move there by Tazwell. Across to Valentine. Eyeing it. Trying it. And he buys it.
Wow. Luke Valentine.
Fantastic. A laser.
St.
Top
goal
cage.
to Luke Valentine.
Dare I say it. And fuego. Saints get another one. Jeff Moore with another face-off. Can't win it, but Spalding Hall tries to get it. Saints come up with it. Harley Jordan making a man fall.
Saints sideline really loved that one. Getting riled up here.
Great split dodge there, driving inside.
David Wallace with the ball now. Third quarter winding down now. Lewis gets a shot. Just misses, but Valentine backs it up there. Saints ball. Gonna take it from Max here. Good little move there. Trips him up. Tries to get a shot. And it's a goal. Boom goes the dynamite. Luke Valentine. Once again. Made his defender fall and right in the goal.
This has really been impressive.
Sure has.
Jeffrey Moore really fighting for this one. Can't come up with it. Atlee's got numbers. 4-on-3. Try to get a behind the back pass. Loses the handle of it. Out of bounds.
Wow. Atlee immediately loses the ball. Saints possession once again.
Council bringing it up for the Saints.
Using his legs. Weaves through his defenders. Gets a shot. Just misses. Valentine. Back again. Dangerous from here. Same defender on him that he tripped up last time. Looks to be going for the dodge. Gonna take it up. Gets by him. Shoots it in. Ah, just misses. Williamson tries to save it.
I don't know what
Does
he was doing
so.
there. He could have just let it go out.
Yeah, I'm not
Kept
sure if he
possession.
thought it was a pass or not. Did go right to Williamson's stick. Oh.
Ball's on the ground. Lots of St. Chris attackman there, but can't get a hold of it. Atlee calls a timeout like they should.
And at the end of, or with 1 minute left in the third quarter,
Atlee.
the Saints lead Atlee
12-2.
12-2. We'll be right back with you.
We apologize for the delayed audio up here with the speakers, and when they play music, we cannot have our audio on for copyright reasons with YouTube, so we have to cut off our audio, and that's why we're gone during most of the breaks. Anyway, we're back now. Atlee with the ball. Looks like they throw it away with a turnover.
17.6 seconds left. Saints will try to bomb it down the field.
They're going to advance it quickly. They got it to Brooks Council. Trying to weave his way through defenders.
Hartley Jordan going to look for a shot. 2 seconds left. Gets it over. Shot, and it's in! Booyah! Luke Valentine, once again, third goal in a row.
At the buzzer, it's Dame time.
At the buzzer, as you said, the Saints will go into the fourth quarter up 13-2. We'll be back with you.
When Mark
Back here for the fourth quarter here at Atlee. 13-2, Saints lead. Dominant game so far by St. Christopher's. Only let up 2 goals, both when they're man down. So still have yet to let up a goal with even men. Jeff Moore, good face-off win there.
Moore hasn't had his most dominant performance tonight, but has come up with them when they mattered. Flag thrown there. Saints will go man up after they lose the ball. These stands seem to be losing a lot of energy right now. They were hyped up earlier.
Sure do. Seems to have lost hope a little bit for this Atlee team. Westfall, spin. Over to Council. Gonna bring it around.
Valentine underneath. Lewis sets a screen. He takes it. Fades. Can't get a hold of it. It's checked out. So the penalty will be enforced. Saints will go a man up. Looks good so far for the Saints.
Yeah, it sure does.
All right, look, penalty 1 minute for Slash.
Saints bringing it up, curling around. There's Jordan on the right side. Swings it up. Ball's hot, keeps moving around. Saints trying to confuse this undermanned Atlee defense. Throwing it. Ball's whipping around. They finally lose hold of it. Miscue there, kept his eye off the ball, excuse me.
Atlee able to get possession here. Essentially wasting the man up for the Saints, although don't really need it here in the fourth quarter. Another flag called, thrown, looks to be against Atlee. Not sure what happened there, all the way on the other side of the field.
I believe they had too many guys on the wrong side. Could be wrong.
So
we're really far away.
Saints gonna get possession.
So the Saints will go man up once again.
Horsley here gets it over. Gets it over to Luke Valentine again. Or actually Jack Westfall there. Third goal of the night.
Saints have a surprising amount of out-of-league games this year. This is one of them. They started off the season with 3 different games on neutral sites down in North Carolina for the Kings of Springs tournament. Won all 3 of them, off to a great start, and they've really kept that ball rolling as they win the face-off there. And Williamson toe-tipping on the sideline, but can't stay in bounds.
Williamson not letting anything easy.
Walter Evanhart throws it back to his goalie, who looks all the way up. Tries to find number 7, who's not on the roster. There goes Mason Walznak again, trying to get it. Can't. Looks like Baber tried to poke it there to his man, but couldn't get it. A nice kick.
And off of the few shots Wallace has been served here today, he's saved almost every single one of them. Been really impressive. Some really agile saves, as you see there. Whistle's called.
Interesting call there. I didn't really see what happened. They're most likely going to call a hold here. One thing that I think is interesting is Edward Pasco was just on for the Saints. One of the younger defenders. Number 43 if you're looking for him.
Pasco, sophomore for the Saints team, has a really high IQ, which is really useful out on the field for somebody like him.
Yeah, smart kid.
Very.
Honor Council too.
Ooh, honorable too. Can't get much better than that. Atlee loses the ball here.
Gonna be chased out. Saints will gain possession. Will Hayes looks to get headed off to the races.
So immediately, as the Saints, or as Atlee goes man up, they lose the ball. But Will Hayes, trying to use his feet work there, slips a little bit, like a lot of people have today.
Feet work.
Yeah.
Wow.
Footwork. Same thing.
Ball's lost. Picked up by McCoy, it looks like. Makes a man miss. Keeps using his wheels. All the way
It's the
down.
same move again.
He wants it. He takes it. Oh. Can't get it.
Saints going to keep the ball, though. Lewis. Wallace gets it over to Valentine.
Tazewell up top, swings it around. Council looks to make a move. Doesn't like what he sees. Rolls right back out. Finds Wallace up top, but he can't hang on to it. Ball will bounce out of bounds. Atlee takes possession. David's going to be called with a trip. Saints fans do not like that one. We'd like to mention that now it is actually a running clock. Something that's not really used in our league, but more frequently used in Atlee's. So, using it tonight. Atlee swinging it around. Trying to get set up in a play. Looks, dodges right, rolls back, shoots. Can't get it. Wide left. Matthew Neff behind, throws it to his man Cook.
Oh, wow.
Inside. Great catch by Wallace.
Really good pass into the crease there by Atlee. Wallace able to use his hand-eye coordination to get the ball before it rolls into the goal.
Saints got Pasco and Harrison using that connection right there. Two substitutions. There's that depth we were talking about earlier. It's good to see it.
George Hodgson standing in the crease for the Saints.
He wanted it there.
Yeah, it definitely did. Going to be a false start call there.
No, they had too many guys on the wrong side.
Yes.
Someone was confused that Hodgson really wanted that. Didn't communicate. Atlee running down the field. It was Walsnack. Couldn't get it. Underneath. Shot. Hello.
Good check there by Pasco. Ball's going to roll out of bounds, and it'll be Saints ball. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. As you said, running clock.
Council tries to take it all the way down the field, gets a yard sale.
Atlee has momentum now.
Great save by Wallace.
Oh, and a late hit there, it looks like, from George Hodgson. Atlee player seems to be really shaken up. Able to stand up, though.
Be on St. Chris.
That's
Walzak.
number 0.
Walzak.
Yeah, Walzak.
So the Saints will go a man down once again.
Gonna start from X. Or from the corner, it seems. 4:16 on the clock. It'll begin to run soon as play is resumed.
Atlee continues to swing it around. Not much there. Had a man underneath but couldn't connect. Saints will take possession.
Passes like those really aren't what you want to see. A risky pass, trying to get it in, fit the right, get in the perfect hole, but like just wasted the man up possession, and now Saints are going to be running down the field with the ball.
I'd love to see a long pole score here.
Timeout called. It's going to be on St. Chris. So we will be back with you. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Saints up 14-2.
And we're back. Saints moving around, trying to play a little bit of keep away. Valentine underneath, 2 men following him around, tries to split him, and he does. He's got one-on-one with the goalie, and he puts it in.
Valentine with his 4th or 5th goal here today.
He took him to the bank and got that money.
Shaking my head. Three minutes left. Two minutes and 48 seconds left. Although the scoreboard doesn't appear to be saying it at the
CPU guys
moment.
struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
2 minutes, 40 seconds left remaining because it is a running clock. Jeffrey Moore wins the face. They're going to play some more keep away. Saints definitely slowing things down, starting to celebrate. Taking on this top 5 team in the state and obliterating them. 2-15, no goals allowed with 6 defenders on the field. Spectacular. Sammy, what's been your biggest takeaway today?
Just how the Saints have been able to control their possessions, have almost held on to the ball for this entire game, and it really shows in the scoreboard. Not really letting Atlee have many chances at all, with only 2 goals scored today for Atlee, being on man up when they were given possession of the ball. So that's something that the Saints have really shown great strides in throughout the season, and will hopefully continue to do well come playoff time. Atlee going to get the ball here, possibly one last time. Minute 20 left. Peek in for one last goal. Gets the rip, and it's in. That there
Raider goal.
is number 28.
Andrew Cook.
Andrew Cook.
Unassisted.
Unassisted. Minute left. That'll probably be the final goal.
You hate to give up a goal that late, but
at the same time, it's...
The Saints defenders looked lackadaisical. Didn't really give a lot of effort there. No hustle. Everyone here kind of knows it's a ball game. It's a wrap. 45 seconds remaining. And Jeffrey Moore will win the faceoff once again.
Gets those stats up. Something you always want to see.
Lewis had an open lane. Heard Burke yelling from the sideline. Decided to run out the clock.
Guido Hagan here running around with the ball. Going to wind down the clock. Atlee not fighting for it either.
So, to sum up, Saints will come up victorious, 3-15, improving their record to 13-0 on the season. Continuing to make a push at possibly even the number 1 team in the nation.
St. Chris, 15.
Don't speak too soon.
I don't know. I'm excited. So, we want to thank you for tuning in. Our next game will be next week. We'd like to thank our men behind the camera with Elijah Basola on the camera and Ivy Cheney on CPU. Thank you, and have a good night.